that mural with your face in Bushwick?
Yes, I saw it. I really want to go over there and take a picture of it. Like, it's me. Yeah.
Did you know that was going up or just happened?
No, I didn't know. I just saw it on my tag pictures, and I was like, do people really think that I got big lips like that? Because
You had a birthday last week, right?
yeah, the 11th.
What did you do for your birthday? How do you celebrate? Breakfast at Denny's?
No, well, you know, I had to do a photo shoot that I was supposed to do the day before, but I ate some fish, and my face looked like it looked crazy. I was so pissed off.
What kind of fish did you eat?
I don't know. It was like a ceviche.
Oh, are you allergic?
I just find out.
Oh, wow.
I just find out. I just don't understand where did that came from.
It happens. It just happens every once in a while. Do you have to carry an EpiPen now?
No, I just like whatever. Like I called the doctor. I was like, help me. Like.
Yes, I'm gonna get you an EpiPen to carry around. So, do you have a party?
You want to know something?
Yes.
The day after my birthday and everything, like my husband was like, get dressed. I want to take you to a romantic dinner, and I starved myself the whole day. And then it was like around 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, you know, where is he taking me? Like, and then when I went to this restaurant, there's like a whole bunch of people, and I'm like, oh my God.
Surprise party.
Yeah, like surprise party. I'm not like too pleased with surprises.
Oh, you didn't like the surprise party?
I did like it, but it was just like, oh my God, like why y'all didn't tell me? I'm already like a little bit drunk. I don't like being drunk around people.
What were the great presents that you got?
Well, you know, my husband.
Now, let's spill the tea on how Cardi B found out about this mess. You know, our queen isn't one to play around, but this fighting hit her like a ton of bricks. Picture this card's just chilling at home, looking through her phone like any normal day. Maybe she's checking out some new fashion trends or peeking at what other celebrities are up to, but then bam, her whole world turns. Upside down, the streets are saying that one of Card's friends slid into her DMs with a link. At first, Card probably thought it was just another funny meme, or maybe some juicy news about someone else. But when she clicked on it, that's when everything went left. Can you imagine the shock on her face when she saw her man Offset in a risky position with Quavo, and not just any position? No holds barred action, the kind of stuff that makes you want to throw your phone across the room and wash your eyes out with soap.
Lamborghini truck.
Yes. And I've been wanting a Lamborghini truck, but they told me that was gonna come out in October, and it's like, no, I want to waste my money now. So I just bought a Lambo, and they just got me the Lamborghini
But hold on. Isn't it true that you don't, as I recall, you don't know how to drive?
No, and?
So, I gotta tell you something. I would love, next time you come to LA, I would love to teach you to drive if you were interested.
Every single time that I learn, I start learning, because it's not even that hard. Like I start getting like anxiety, and I'd be like, you know what? No.
No, yeah.
But I'm a really good, I'm a really good passenger.
You're a
rider
good passenger?
No, seriously, because I automatically could tell when somebody don't know how to drive good. Like, it's like, you don't know how to drive.
When they start banging into things. Yeah.
It's just like, you're just not that good.
So even though you do not yourself know how to drive, you are very critical of other people while driving.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. That's a solid position to be in.
How about you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's really great to have you here, and congratulations on everything going so well, and your baby and all of that great stuff that is happening in your life. I hope you get a chance to go out on the beach without people bothering you.
Yes.
Yes. Cardi B, everybody. This is her album. It's called Invasion of Privacy. We'll be right back.
Now Cardi B ain't no shrinking violet. We all know she's got a temper on her. But this took things to a whole new level. People are saying she lost it completely. We're talking screaming, crying, throwing things, the works. It's like all the drama from their past just came rushing back. But 10 times worse, some folks are saying she immediately called that Offset, cussing him out something fierce. Others are saying she went straight to social media to vent. But one thing's for sure, Cardi wasn't about to take this line down. The immediate aftermath, your Chaos Cards team was probably scrambling to do damage control, trying to keep her from saying or doing anything too crazy. But you know how she's got a mind of her own, and when she's hurt, she lets the whole world that she kicked off set out of the house on the spot. Some are even saying she's already talking to lawyers about divorce. and Quavo, he better watch his back because Cardi's got some choice words for him too. But here's the thing that's got everyone talking: how did this tape even get out, who leaked it, and why now? The streets are buzzing with theories, but nobody knows for sure. All we know is that this scandal is far from over. So what's next for Cardi B? Is this the final straw for her and Offset? And how will this affect the whole Migos dynamic? We've got more questions than answers right now, but you best believe we'll be keeping our ears to the ground for any new developments. One thing's for sure: this discovery has turned Cardi B's world upside down, and the fallout is going to be major. The coming days are going to be crucial, and we'll be here to spill all the tea as it comes out. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of this tape that's got everyone losing their minds. The streets are busy with all kinds of wild stories about what's on this thing. But hold up, we've got to be real for a second. Nobody's seen the whole tape except for select few, and they ain't talking, so what do we know? Well, word has it that it's not just a quick clip. We're talking about a full-on video that's supposedly longer than some of these rappers' music videos. The tea is that it shows Offset and Quavo in a hotel room, and let's just say they ain't discussing their next record. But here's where things get tricky. Some folks are saying it might not even be real. You know how good those deepfakes are getting these days. Could someone be trying to stir up trouble in the Migos camp, or maybe it's an old video from before Offset and Card were together? The questions are piling up faster than Card's shoe collection.
What made you together? Do you know Cardi's music? Do you know Cardi? Are you a fan of Cardi B?
This tape is legit. It's going to have some serious effects. We're not just talking about Cardi and Offset's connection here. This could mess up the whole Migos dynamic. Imagine trying to get in the studio with your cousin after something like this gets out. Weird. It doesn't even begin to cover it. And let's not forget about the law side of things. If someone leaked this tape without agreement, that's a whole other can of worms. We could be looking at cases flying left and right. Privacy laws ain't no joke, especially when it comes to selves. But here's the thing that's got everyone scratching their heads. Why now? The timing of this leak is as in hell. Is someone trying to sabotage record releases and break up the group? Or is it just a crazy coincidence? The signs of this tape are huge. If it's real, it could change the whole hip-hop landscape. We're talking about possible breakups. Both personal and professional. Cardi might be done with Offset for good this time, and Migos might be looking at a lasting split. But let's pump the brakes for a second. We got to remember that we don't have all the facts yet. Maybe there's more to this story than meets the eye. Could it be a PR stunt gone wrong? Or maybe someone's got a grudge and is trying to cause chaos. One thing's for sure: this tape, real or not, has opened up a whole Pandora's box of drama. It's got people questioning everything they thought they knew about these celebrities, and it's a harsh warning that in this digital age, nothing stays. What's the truth behind this tape? Your guess is as good as mine, but you best believe we'll be keeping our ears to the ground for any new events. This story is far from over, and something tells me we're just scratching the surface of the scandal. Let me tell you, this Offset and Quavo situation is messier than a toddler eating spaghetti. We all know these two ain't just random rappers who linked to UP. They go way back, like way back. They're family, for real, cousins to be exact. And now this tape's got everyone wondering if blood really is thicker than water. So let's spill some tea on this Offset-Quavo connection. These two have been tight since they were kids growing up together in Atlanta. They weren't just family, they were best friends when they formed Migos with Takeoff, Rest, and Peace. It seemed like they had the perfect formula: family, friendship, and some sick beats. But now it's looking like that perfect formula just exploded. Ain't just about the tape. There's been tension brewing for a while now. Remember when Migos split up, everyone was trying to figure out what went down. Was it creative differences, money problems? Turns out it might have been something way more personal now. Here's the thing that's got everyone scratching their heads: how do you go from being a tight-knit family to whatever this is if this tape is real? And that's so big if we're talking about a betrayal that's deeper than the Grand Canyon. It's not just Offset cheating on Cardi B, it's Quavo getting with his own cousin's wife. That's some soap opera level drama right there. But let's think about this for a sec. What's this going to do to their careers? Migos was already on shaky ground, but this could be the final nail in the grave. Can you imagine them trying to get in the studio together after this? The stress would be thicker than Cardi B's accent. The pop world is watching this drama develop like it's the season finale of their favorite show. Everyone's taking sides, throwing shade, and watching to see what happens next. Will Offset and Quavo patch things up? Will Migos ever make music together again? Or is this the end of an era? I don't have all the answers, but you best believe I'll be here spilling all the tea as soon as it comes out. This Offset-Quavo connection story is far from over, and something tells me we ain't seen anything yet. Now that we've spilled the tea on this wild Offset Quavo situation, let's talk about our Cardi B. She's been on one hell of an emotional roller coaster since this mess dropped, and it ain't slowing down anytime soon.
Now, you would put up an Instagram video where you had an iced out Patek Philippe watch. Mm-hmm. And you seem like the happiest person in the world at that moment.
It wasn't like, I was happy because it's like, who don't be happy when they get new stuff? But the thing is, I was happy because a lot of people want to stay trying to play me. Cause I always talk about, shmoney, like, I love shmoney, but I don't show it off. Like you barely see me taking pictures with money and everything. So a lot of people want like calling me a broke bitch. Cause I always used to talk about my struggles, so people like to call me a broke bitch. And it's like sometimes I be feeling like it's like I'm broke, and I just want to put up my bank account, but it's like, nah. So I guess the money was like a symbol or a sign that it's like I'm not broke. Cause if I was broke, I wouldn't spend it on a goddamn watch. Trust me, I wouldn't. No, I won't.
Well, and this has always been an interesting debate. Like, I interviewed Russell Simmons, and we got into this big argument.
I mean, if you get rich, how many seats can you sit your ass in at one time? I mean, how many seats you got? One seat at a time. So life's goal is a comfortable seat, quiet, comfortable, awakened seat. That's it.
So you're saying that having a certain amount of money doesn't bring happiness at all? Because I would actually disagree with that.
You can disagree with it if you want to.
Yeah.
But money has nothing to do with your happiness.
As someone who's been dead broke and now has, fuck the watch, you have a bank account, you have savings. Do you feel that you're happier right now than when you were broke, or not really?
Sometimes. It's a sometime thing. Like, it makes me happy. It makes me happy that I'm able to afford what I want. And it makes me happy that I get to treat my family. But I feel like the way that I have money kind of took away a lot of my happiness. Because I remember when a lot of people didn't used to know me and I was stripping and I was broke. Well, I wasn't broke, but I didn't have much money. But I was happy because I get to do whatever I want, and I could have an opinion, and I wasn't limited to the things that wanted to come out my mouth, and I felt pretty, and I have millions of people trying to change me. I was happy. Like, I was happy. Sometimes I feel like depressed because it's like I could have a good day, and you never know when somebody makes a meme out of you clowning you, they might put...
Cardi ain't one to hold back her feelings, and this time she's letting it all hang out. The streets are saying she's been going through every feeling under the sun. 1 minute she's mad as hell, ready to throw hands with anyone who looks at her funny. The next, she's breaking down in tears, wondering how she got caught up in all this drama. You should see her social media. It's like watching a live feed of her emotional breakdown. She's been writing and deleting faster than you can say. Back yellow. 1 minute she's all undone with these guys, and the next it's, I can't believe this is happening to me. It's giving whiplash, for real. But here's the thing. This ain't Cardi's first rodeo when it comes to relationship drama. Remember all those times Offset got caught stepping out? Cardi always took him back, saying she was doing it for their family, but now the streets are asking if this is the final straw. Some folks are saying Cardi's putting on a brave face for the cameras, but behind closed doors, she's coming apart. Can you blame her? Finding out your man's been messing around is bad enough, but with his own cousin, that's a whole other level of mess. You've got to wonder if Cardi's thinking back to all those times she supported and all those Instagram posts where she talked about working through their problems. Now it's looking like all that might have been for nothing. That's got to stink, right?
You down, or there's somebody that's talking about my family member. It's a 50-50 thing, to be honest with you. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, I can relate to that part. And
like, matter of fact, when I was younger, right, and I see a lot of these celebrities committing suicide, I used to tell myself, why they committing suicide? They're rich. I want to commit suicide. I'm broke. Why y'all want to die? Y'all got money. Who wants to die? Y'all got money. Y'all famous. And to like, now I'm kind of in their shoes, and it's like, I know why. The peer pressure, the critics, it just drives you kind of like insane. And some people always telling me like, oh, you shouldn't care about what people say, this and that. You're not in my shoes.
Well, I mean, I could relate. I mean, every so often someone like, you know, ats me or comments, I can't wait for you to die. I can't wait for you to get killed. And it's like, you read this and go like,
but why do people tell you that?
Whatever reason, man.
Well, I'm gonna make research on you, and I'm gonna see what. Cause all you do is really ask questions.
People blame me for everything. Every bad thing that happens in the world is my fault. Everything, you know, everything everyone says about themselves in my interviews is my fault. But I've learned to just not read comments, not read replies. I separate myself from it, and I just focus on the work. You know, and it's made me happier by doing that. Have you ever just said, okay, I'm just going to take a social media break for a week?
Yeah, but even if I don't see the comments, I still have that pressure that I feel like I gotta succeed to show them, because I'm already here. Like, ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. I'm gonna always be known. Like, people gonna always recognize me. So it's no turning back. But now I got that pure.
But don't count Cardi out just yet. She's been through the ringer before and come out swinging. Remember when she dropped Be Careful after Offset's first cheating scandal turned her pain into a hit? Who knows, maybe all this drama will inspire her next chart topper. One thing's for sure, Card's fans are riding hard for her. They're flooding her comments with support, telling her she deserves better. Some are even calling for her to collab with Nicki Minaj and drop the ultimate diss track. Now, that would be something, wouldn't it? But real talk, this whole situation's got to be taking a toll on Cardi. She's not just dealing with a cheating man, she's watching her whole world get turned upside down. The family she thought she had, the career she built with Offset, it's all up in the air now. So what's next for Cardi B? Is she going to forgive and forget like she has before? Or is this the final chapter in the Cardi and Offset love story? Your guess is as good as mine, but one thing's for sure. Whatever Cardio decides to do, she's going to do it her way. And you best believe we'll be here ready to spill all the tea as it happens.
Pressure to show people that I'm more than what a lot of people think that I am or that I will be. So that peer pressure, sometimes it drives you insane. You know what I'm saying? So many people, like before I had 2 or 3 people then wanted me to lose. Now I have thousands of people that are expecting me to fail, and I cannot fail because I have to prove them something. So I don't have to read it. I already know. So that pressure, it gets so overwhelming that it just, you just overwhelmed. But
Well, but what about the part of, you know, when you talk about money may not bring you happiness, but you could look at your bank account and say, I'm not worried about my bills for the next 6 months, the next year, the next 2-3 years. Like, I could focus on focusing on the things that I want to focus on, as opposed to, I got to do this to make some money. And you start making better decisions when you have a certain amount of savings. I mean, don't you think?
yeah, definitely, because like, you know, you could do more things that you wanted to do. I remember when I was dancing. When I was dancing, my goal was, by the age I'm 25, I know I'm gonna have $100,000 in my bank account, and I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna buy a 3-family house, and I'm gonna flip it, and that's gonna get me out the strip club. And now, it's just like all the business ideas that I have is driving me crazy because now I could do it. But either way, so it's just, it just goes to show you that it's not even all about the money. Like, for example, I have so much ex-boyfriends that did me so filthy, and it's like all of a sudden, like, you want to treat me like...
You thought the drama was over. Think again. This scandal's got more levels than an onion, and it's leaving everyone in tears. Let's dive into the fallout because, honey, these relationships are on some shaky ground right now. First up, Cardi and Offset. Their marriage has been through more ups and downs than a roller coaster, but this might be the drop that breaks the whole ride. The streets are saying Cards is done for real this time. No more second chances, no more forgiveness. She's been posting cryptic messages on social media, and you know what that means. Trouble in paradise. But here's the thing. Some folks are saying that Cardi might give her one last chance. I mean, they got a family together, right? But how many times can you forgive? before you lose yourself, Card's got to be thinking about her kids, her job, and her sanity. It's not just about love anymore, it's about respect. Now, let's talk about Quavo. Oh boy, he's in hot water and it ain't no hot tub party. The streets are saying his reputation's taken a major hit. I mean, getting with your cousin's wife, that's some soap opera level drama. Right there, his DMs are probably lighting up with people calling him out, and you know what? He might be losing some friends in the business too. Nobody wants to work with someone who can't be trusted.
Like you want to be with me, you want to treat me like I'm golden, and it's like I'm still the same girl. I still got the same vagina, I still got the same ass, and I still talk the same, and I still cook the same. And it's just like I feel like people don't even love me anymore for Bacardi, Belcalis. Like people love me, Cardi B. I feel like sometimes people don't even love me for me. Like I feel like people just love the clout. People like the fact that, like, yeah, my girl got money now. Like, my girl is a get money bitch. My bitch gets in here. My bitch is right there. It just made me feel like, wow, am I ever going to find real love for me? Like, is anybody ever going to love me? And I just be feeling like, sometimes I even catch myself, like, telling the guy that I'm dealing with, like, you don't love me. You just love me because I am who I am. Nah, the reason why you don't leave me is because I am who I am. Because I be doing fucking grimy shit to these guys and they don't leave me. And it's like, why you not leaving me? Because I am who I am?
Like grimy shit, like what do you mean?
You know, I be doing my thing. Like I be playing games. I play games. And it's like, I bet if I was a regular bitch, like, cause it's like, oh, guys be telling me like, no woman ever did this to me. No girl ever made me feel this way. No girl ever shitted on me like this before. And it's like, so why are you letting me do this to you? Why are you letting me do this to you? Because I am who I am? That means you don't really like me because who I am. You like me cause Cardi. You know what I'm saying?
You went to, I guess, Flint, Michigan, and you had 800 people say fuck Donald Trump?
But the real question is, what's going to happen to Migos? This group's been through more breakups and makeups than a high school couple. But this story might be the final nail in the coffin. Can you imagine Offset and Quavo trying to record in the same studio? After this, the strain would be thicker than Card's accent. Some folks are saying this could be the end of Migos for good, but others are thinking this drama might inspire some fire songs. I mean, nothing sells records like a good story, but here's the thing, can these guys put aside their personal beef for the sake of their careers? Speaking of careers, let's spill some tea on what this means for everyone's single gigs. Offset's been riding high with Cardi, but if she kicks him to the curb, will his star power fade in Quavo? He's got his own thing going, but will fans stick around after this mess? As for Cardi, well, she might just come out on top, you know our taste. How to turn drama into dollar signs, don't be shocked if she drops a diss track that has everyone hitting that replay button. But here's the real gag. What if this whole thing is just a PR stunt? I mean, crazy things have happened in Hollywood, right? But if it is real, these relationships are going to need more than just a little flex tape to fix. We're talking big damage control, so what's next for this messy love triangle? Will Cardi and Offset call it quits for good? Is Quavo going to be persona non grata in the hip-hop world? Is this really the end of Migos? I don't have all the answers, but you best believe I'll be here spilling all the tea as it comes out. This drama's far from over, and something tells me we ain't seen nothing yet. When I said social media was blowing up, I wasn't kidding. This story has got the internet in a chokehold, and everyone's got something to say. The moment that tape hit the web, it was like somebody lit a match in a fireworks plant boom. You know how the internet is, they love a good story, and this one's just better than a Georgia Peach hash Offset Gate and hash Quavo Gate are burning up Twitter. And let me tell you the memes. Savage people are getting real creative with those Migos lyrics, making them into punchlines about this whole mess. But it ain't just the regular folks stirring the pot. Celebrities are jumping into the freight too, and they're not holding back. Some are team Cardi all the way, sending her heart emojis and staying strong notes. Others, they're calling out Offset and Quavo, saying they've crossed a line and you can't come back from the streets, are saying that even other rappers are picking sides. Some are saying this is why you can't trust anybody in the business. Others are defending Offset and Quavo, saying we don't know the whole story, but let me tell you, the tea is scalding hot no matter which way you pour it. Now, here's where things get really interesting. This whole scandal's got people talking about bigger problems. We're not just talking about who did what with who anymore. Folks are having important conversations about privacy in the digital age, like how this tape even got out and who's responsible when private moments go public without consent. Don't even get me started on a loyalty talk. This situation's got everyone questioning everything. If you can't trust your own family, who can you trust? The streets are buzzing with debates about family friendship and what it means to have each other's backs in this cutthroat business. Some industry insiders are spilling tea too. They're saying this scandal could change the whole game. Record labels are supposedly rethinking partnerships, worried about how all this drama might affect their bottom line. And PR teams, they're working overtime trying to do damage control. But here's the gag: for every person canceling Offset and Quavo, there's another one saying we should mind our business. They're arguing that what happens in the bedroom should stay in the bedroom, even if you're famous. But in this age of social media and 247 news cycles, good luck with that. The craziest part, this scandal's got legs. It ain't going away anytime soon. Every time it seems like things are calming down, somebody drops a new piece of info or a spicy tweet, and it's like throwing gas on the fire. The internet detectives are working overtime, digging up old tweets and interviews, trying to piece together this messy puzzle.
Because that's how I feel.
I mean, as a woman of color and as a Latino, how do you feel about Donald Trump right now?
Like, you want to know something? Of course I hated him. Then when he became president, I was like, well, we stuck with him. I'm going to give him the benefit of a doubt. Maybe he's just saying these things to get vote from these racist guys, and then bam, he's just gonna surprise us and do good things as a president. And it's just like, now he's getting me upset all over again, because you're so, first of all, you starting things. Like, I saw that he was going back and forth on Twitter with China. Why are you looking for problems with them, people? Why are you looking for problems with them? And then it's like, you're so focused on a wall. Why are you so focused on a wall? Why? When there's people in like places like Chicago that guys are killing each other out of nothing, why are you not so focused on things like that? Why are you not so focused on building new schools? Who's gonna pay for this wall? Us, with our tax money? Immigrants don't, and then it's so offensive to me. Like, it's so offensive to me, like the way he constantly making us feel like immigrants are the reason why this country is not succeeding. Like, let me tell you something. My grandfather came to this country and he lost his middle finger in an American factory, working for America, doing manufacturers for America. So how you gonna make my grandfather or my family that work their ass, they bust their ass, you're gonna make them feel like they are a bother to this country when they have put so much work in? I'm not even, and look, I'm not Mexican, but I have seen Mexican carpenters outside
So, what's the verdict? Is the public team Cardi or team Offset? Are people dumping Quavo or getting him a pass? It depends on who you ask and what time of day it is. This story has more twists and turns than a roller coaster, and everybody's along for the ride. You thought the drama was just about upset feelings and broken relationships. Think again. This mess is about to get real legal real quick. We're talking courtrooms, lawyers, and all that jazz, but before we spill that tea, let's talk about something that's got everyone scratching their heads. How did this tape even get out? The streets are saying Card's team is on the warpath, ready to sue anybody who had anything to do with leaking that tape. And can you blame them? This ain't just some nip slip or a drunk night out. We're talking about a full-on sex tape with her man and his cousin. That's some next-level privacy invasion right there. But here's the gag. It ain't just about Cardi. Offset and Quavo might be in hot water too. The law don't play when it comes to sharing intimate content without consent. Even if they didn't leak it themselves, they could be in trouble if they knew about it and didn't say nothing. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: privacy for celebs. It's like these stars can't even sneeze without the whole world knowing about it. But a sex tape that's crossing a line? Some folks are saying this is why CEOs need better security. Others are saying it's the price of fame. But real talk, nobody deserves to have their private moments blasted all over the internet, famous or not. The tea is that Card's EOS are working overtime trying to get that tape taken down from every part of the internet. But you know how it is. Once something's out there, it's out there. It's like trying to put toothpaste back in the tube. Messy and nearly impossible.
6 o'clock in the morning, waiting for a van to pick them up to work. And you're gonna make those people feel like they are a bother to America, like they come to America for only benefits. All right, we come for benefits, but we also build for America to be great.
You're actually on the next season of being Mary Jane.
Yeah.
So are you acting, or are you just, being Cardi B?
No, I'm acting. Well, I think I'm only in one episode. Like, people been blowing it up, and it's like, I'm only in one episode. It's not so crazy, but it is a big deal, because it's just like a step. It's a little step. Every little step, it's a big step. And the character, I was so happy that the character, she's kind of similar to me, so I didn't have to do a role that I have to be extremely dramatic or extremely out of my element.
So you actually came in and read for the role and had to audition and everything else like that?
Yeah, I did that. I read it, I auditioned on it on camera, I sent it to them, and then the next day it was like, oh yeah, we filming for it.